Well, let's see. Now we have a lot of certificates of appreciation. If you'll hand me one, I'll read what's on that so we don't need to repeat everything. And then I can... Okay. The USS San Francisco Memorial Foundation presents with great pleasure the Certificate of Appreciation to for your participation in USS San Francisco CA-38 Memorial Ceremony at Land's End, Fort Miley, San Francisco, California, dedicated to the 100 sailors and 7 Marines killed in action during the Naval Battle of Guadalcanal, 12-13 November 1942. Your participation made this memorial ceremony truly memorable as it was meant to be. Well done. Bravo Zulu. Signed, MM2N John A. McKnight, U.S. Navy President. Chief Johnny John Gordon, U.S. Navy Retired Founder. Dated 29 May 2016. The first one goes to QM1 Vidal Estrada. Would his widow please come forward to receive his, since he is most deserving. I'll have them over there. The Honorable Edwin M. Lee, Mayor, City and County, San Francisco. Since the supervisor is here, would you be so kind as to deliver that to him? Of course, we won't say that you got it, because you keep it if you want. The California Department of Veterans Affairs, CalVet. Well, he didn't know he was signing this, but Chief Johnny John Gordon, front and center. The Goldman Foundation. Is anyone here a member of the Goldman Foundation? Okay, well, somehow we'll see when we get there. And of course, Sergeant Don Reed, Chair of Honor. We have another San Francisco survivor, Heber Holbrook, who maybe not be well enough to be here. Heber, not here. PFC Edgar Fullwider, U.S. Marine Corps. John Ward, he was here at 6:30 this morning. John, where are you? Front and center. John? Okay. Jeffrey P. Dunning. Surprise. You're here all the time. Marines Memorial Association. Anyone from the Marines Memorial Association? Oh, Don will take care of that. San Francisco Commandery, Naval Order, United States, Captain Tom Snyder. You're supposed to be sitting up here. Bring your chair and you can sit up here. San Francisco Council Navy League of the United States, Council President Angus Blackwood. General J.C. Breckenridge, number 10, Detachment Marine Corps League. American Legion Cathay Post number 384, Nelson Lum, Commander. Thank you for being here. Presidio Chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution. Marilyn Gittner, or somebody, front and center. Let's see. Marine Corps Coordinating Council of Northern California. One of you here. First Marine Division Association Scholarship Fund. Anyone here? San Francisco War Memorial Commission. I know Lieutenant Colonel Roger Dong, he had a slight stroke or heart attack and could not make it. The Admiral Daniel Callahan Society, anyone from there? Bataan Legacy Historical Society. Ellen Garvin, yes. U.S. Naval Sea Cadet Corps Band of the West. Is Joanne Dow here? Joanne was the Sea Cadet Officer of the Year last year of the 1,100 Sea Cadet officers. Naval Sea Cadet Corps Arkansas Division. Is our Piper aboard yet? Then? Oh, darn. Scottish American Military Society, Rear Admiral William A. Moffett, Post 1921 Color Guard. Golden Gate Regiment Young Marines, they're not here. The John Burton High School, JRTC, Color Guard. Knights of Columbus Assembly 43 Color Guard. There we are. Leon Rader, he's not here. He is art in stone. He's the one that built these, that inscribed these 3 by 6 foot black granite slacks. Buck Camphausen, nautical, he's a big donor. Concord Graphic Arts, who does the programs. Golden Gate National Parks Conservancy. Golden Gate National Recreation Area, Golden Gate Park Service. And Captain Stanley E. Ellickson Jr., Master of Ceremony. Ah. Thank you. Now we have President John McKnight's remarks.
Please, for one moment, just want to take a moment to thank everybody here who's made, these people that have made this possible. Woo!
Thank you. Yes. Let me get out of the way so
Thank you all.
get the wide angle.
You're welcome to stand there. You look great. I love this. I love having people stand behind me. It makes me feel secure. Certainly. Of course. Deputy Secretary Sin, Supervisor Farrell, Chief Johnny, Sergeant Reed, thank you all, and honored guests and veterans, thank you all for being here today. We really appreciate you taking your time to join us. We're privileged to be standing here today overlooking the beautiful Golden Gate through which the San Francisco sailed on its way out to the far reaches of the Pacific. The story you heard today is of a great ship. The story is of the sailors that went to sea and on a given night were tasked to save the lives of 3,000 Marines who were embedded on Guadalcanal. And what you need to understand is this island was the tipping point for the battle in the Pacific. If Guadalcanal fell, then the Japanese forces would have had the means to strike out at all the islands in the South Pacific, and their next spot would have been Australia. The Admiral, Daniel Callahan, knew this. Captain Young knew this. And despite overwhelming odds of a Japanese force heading their way that night, they made the decision to steam into harm's way, even though they believed it was suicide. When I hear this story, I envision the San Francisco. I see the ship. I see it steaming out into the darkness of this narrow channel. I see her joined by her task force, and I see them opening fire in the middle of the night on the 14 Japanese ships that they went up against. I see ships blazing. I see ships sinking into the abyss of the sea below. In my mind, I see the battle. And yet, the reality is this, that most men that serve at sea never see the battles. They're below decks. They're corpsmen. They're boiler techs. They're dental techs, shopkeepers. They're down there working their control lockers to fight the 22 fires that burned that night. They're there to keep the engines turning, even though everything else around them is switching off. They're there to tend the wounded and to hold some as they pass into the night. The average age of a sailor on board the USS San Francisco is 22 years old. These are mere boys who are being asked to do an incredible job. But that is what it means to wear the uniform of this country. You wake up, you suit up, and you do whatever it takes to get the job done. And sometimes the cost of that is great. Off to my right here is a small table, the likes of which you'll see in dining halls across the country at military bases. This is the table of the missing soldier. It's been a little taken down because of the wind conditions, so if you will, it's rigged for sea. But I want you to realize that we set this table for the soldier that's not coming home today. We set this table for people who've made that ultimate sacrifice. And we're honored today to have this here beside us to hold a sacred place for all those we want to remember. We stand here today as veterans and citizens of a free nation to pay honor and respects to the 100 sailors and 7 Marines who gave their lives on that night aboard the USS San Francisco. We're here to honor them. We're here to honor all of those who've worn the uniform of this country and paid the ultimate price. Today is a solemn day, and yet I want to encourage you as you go about this weekend to really celebrate. Take time with your family, take time with your friends, have a bit of barbecue, just maybe not too much, you know. This suit's still getting a little tight here, but in that, of course, this weekend, I encourage you also to set one extra place. Set a place at the table for the brother, the father, the son, the daughter, the mother, who will not be coming back to join us and will always be remembered. And now, I call Captain Ellickson back up to the stand to perform our roll call.
Thank you. Here we are. These are the 100 names, 100 sailors and 7 Marines. There's no rank, no rate. They're all the same. Adams, Anderson, Buckover, Braxel, Brown. Buren, Callahan, Carlson, Cates, Chattel. Cressman, Chronister, Crowder, Cummings, Curtis. Eisel, Eisner, Evans, Falgout, Fleisack. Gandy, Jr., Garrett, Gasselman, George, Geronimo. Glass, Green, Greer, Grunder, Hall. Hand, Hannah, Harbor, Harmon, Harris. Haug, Helveson, Hine, Hubbard, Hudson. Hughes, Jackson, James, Janosko. Japp, Jenkins, Kaufman, Kazmierski, Kempa. Kepler, Klein, Lamb, Lahardy, Libby. Lockwood, Lowe, Loy, Lukens, Lundy. Madison, Marcy, Martin, McBride, McKernan. McNeil, Midyet, Milan, Nichols, Pastor. Perkins, Powell, Quick, Ray, Rosson. Schroeder, Slater, Slough, Spangenberg, Steele. Stolte, Stone, Szymanski, Taylor, Terlizzi. Tucker, Turber, Vanderhoof, Velosa, Wagner. Wallace, Wallen, Werteen, Wilkins, Williamson. Wintle, Weisenberger, Witter, Young, Zeiger. And the 7 Marines, Berry, Burdett, Dalton, Klatt, Ritchie, Samuelson, St. John.